Guys, I stumbled on the video of Burna Boy and DJ Khaled, and I said to myself, well, this Burna Boy is a beast. And Burna Boy, shout out to this guy, man. Shout out to him.
Tell him to bring out the lobster. Tell him to bring out. You see that? You see Burner? You see Burner Boy and Khaled? And that lobster? Some boy make tune. We gotta make global bomber clock tune, big tune. And some boy I make tune. You see that lobster? Don't play with that. Hold on. All right? My brother, please. Everybody. Him with some of that pasta too.
Okay, guys, today's news about James Brown. Now, James Brown reacted to that. He released another video, right? I think he was advised that your first video, it doesn't make sense, because he came out and said, you know, I told you guys I'm not a crossdresser, blah blah blah, and all that. You know, you can. So I feel like somebody advised him, like, that video that you released doesn't make sense. Release another emotional video, like you regret seeing your private part out there. It's not okay to have it out there. So now I'm confused, and I'm beginning to think or believe the people that says he released it intentionally. But again, it's hard to even believe that. Why would anybody allow their, you know, private part to be out there, even if it's James Brown? So it's just confusing to me, like, seriously. Guys, let me know what you think about it. Let's watch this video.
My sex tape leak out there in public. How do I feel? I feel devastated. I feel like shit. I feel so bad. I feel, why did this happen to me? I don't know who leaked it. I know people hate me, people are jealous, people are envious of who I am, of who I've become, what I've worked so hard. I'm a healthy 23 years old, and people are gunning for what I have or what I've become. I get it. So I don't know how the video leaked, who leaked it, what happened. I feel whoever done that, God will judge you. Ever bear me weakness, God will judge you. Lord Almighty that I serve will judge you. I'm a Christian. My dad's a pastor. This video was taken 6 to 7 months ago when I came back from the first trip of my first travel to UK back. My girlfriend and I did it because I don't like video call sex. I don't like virtual sex. It's irritating. It's mind consuming. I don't like masturbation. I'm not a fan of it. It reduces the IQ. So my dad is a doctor and my dad is a pastor, so I kind of know all these kind of health-wise things. So I knew if I keep doing masturbation, it won't be good for me. So what I did was, I said, let's do it. I just do the first step, you know. Let's do it and keep it for our self-use. The only two people that owns is just me. So how this leak, how I escape, escalate, how there, I have no idea.
BC Alimi reacted to that video. He said, if you have to do a sex video to show you are straight, it could be that you weren't in the first place. And I think everybody took the first video, his first reaction, more serious than the second one. People just think he's a joker after I put out the second one. They're like, what this guy, what do you take us for? He says, for the first time in a long time, I am sad and depressed. I feel down and tired. Is this what it feels like? I can't sleep. Well, I'm having a bad dream. Wait, guys, I like this video. Yeah, like, subscribe. Yeah, do that. Let's move straight to the next one. The next one right here, it says, I killed the ATAGA all by myself without help. I'm like, I hope this is not the old video. Remember, I think she granted an interview back then where she confessed to killing this man, and later she denied that. And now I stumbled on this and I was like, okay, What is going on here? Do you think this case is dragging? Let me ask this question. Do you think this Chidimma's case is dragging since 2021, June 2021? They're still in court. Anyways, they placed this video on the large screen where she was seen confessing to the crimes. She said they were high on drugs, so she had no option than to kill him because he wanted more, more doing, more sex, and she was like, I am tired, and he wouldn't stop. So she pushed and he hit his head on a broken bottle or glass. Then afterwards, she picked up a knife and stabbed him multiple times. That's what she said, because they were like, I mean, this man is big, is huge, bigger than you. How were you able to do this all by yourself? She said she did it all by herself. And they asked her, was there any intention? Do you have anything in mind, whether to steal his money or somebody sent you or for something? She said, no, it is because of that. So this kind of similar to what she said earlier. Chidimma is a 300 level student, a student of Unilag. If you put yourself in the wife's shoes, this man's wife's shoes, you realize that, man, is really dragging as well. But what do you think apart from that? I'm just saying, because people were like, man, they wonder what the wife is going through now or what she's thinking. I'm sure she's traumatized. I mean, they've got kids together, and this happened at Lekki phase 1. Okay, guys, that is it. Enough of that. Let us move straight to the next one. And by the way, guys, let me know what you think about that. Hush Puppy clocked 40 years old, I think yesterday, yeah, yesterday or today. Anyways, his friend wished him happy birthday, and he, of course, more like he celebrated Hush Puppy. Okay, guys, I stumbled on this footage on social media. Tenny receiving what they call member of the Order of Niger, given to her by the president. There are many, actually. Even the co-founder of Paystack who dressed like I don't know, I can't even describe his dressing. And honestly, you should see how Buhari looked at him. Like, who is this? But back to Tenny. They said Tenny didn't bow down, didn't show some respect. She just went there, take a picture. And I beg, what? I don't understand. What do you want Tenny to do, people? What do you want her to do? You want her to lie down flat because of what? But I understand they have a point. Normally, if someone like Tenny is happy with the situation of the country, of course she will go there, happily receive the whole thing and and stuff. But what's there to be happy about? Like, seriously. So she just went there, collect the award, and just left, because that is I'm sure she went there because she feels like that award is very important, irrespective of who is giving the award. But I understand her. I mean, the CEO of Paystack even dressing like that would be like, I beg, make we just go. And everybody just go like now, like
Tenny. That's it. Yeah, mama. Right?
And then we have Samuel Aboyeji.
Moving on to the next one. Here we have Davido. I think this is assurance part 2 going on here. We saw in the news again that Davido is about to get Chioma G-Wagon. The whole thing now is just sounding like a broken record or something, because okay, he's about to get another G-Wagon or something. Yeah, okay. I don't even know. At this point, I don't even know whether Davido is doing this whole thing for attention or just, I don't know, whatever they like, maybe they use their life to. Gosh. Moving on to the next one. Here we have Run Town. I remember I got a message back then. Somebody asked me Where's Run Town? Can you talk about him? Well, Run Town posted this recently. He said October 28th, yeah, exclamation marks. It says propaganda. I can't wait, because I'm a big fan. Those of you that have been following for a long time knows that I'm a big fan of, Burna Boy. I'm a big fan of, Burna Boy, of course. Burna Boy, Run Town, Techno, I'm a big fan of these guys. Their songs. Omale, check my playlist. I have Omale's album, like, steady. I can listen to Omale all day without getting tired. I like Bella Shimada, some of his songs, but Omale #1 on my playlist. #1 Omale, #2 is Run Town, and #3. These days I don't have like much songs, from techno on my playlist. Anyways, guys, let us move straight to the next one. Nigeria's situation here. Remember, we just talked about Buhari, the president, and here we're talking about corruption. This guy said that it's true that the government actually steals oil, and the government, because the government claims that they don't know how many barrels leaves the country, that some people actually ship it out. And this person is trying to show us a technology, in a particular ship that could detect, barrels from afar or from far away. And people are kind of scared, like, for him. They were like, hope you wouldn't lose your job for revealing this. So some people, we've seen soldiers who come out to, say things like this, reveal secrets to us. It is because they are also tired. And these people have family members too. Let's watch this video.
I'll show you some things now. I did on board a unanimous vessel. I no go like to mention name. This ship where they see so now VLCC. As you can see, I'm a very large cargo carrier. Look at, you see the size of the ship. You see the size. This ship where they see if carry 1 million barrels minimum. At least give and take minimum 1 million barrels of crude oil. Now there is something called the AIS. We have all these things. Now they take track vessel. All these things. Every navy of every country in the world get these things. All these things. The moment a vessel enter your territorial water, this thing goes here. The moment any vessel, even from like 1,000 miles from your port, they go down see am, say they come. All these things they take and they track vessel. You see all those green things there. Now vessels the way they come the place where I did, they still they far, but this thing don't catch them. Say then they come. Now all these things, now things where they track vessel. This particular one now, this one is called GPS, Global Positioning System. Then the other one I first show now, this one are the AIS, Automatic Identification System. Now there is, you see all these things, there is another one where they call Long Range Identification Tracker, LRIT. Now there is no how where ship of this magnitude, ship of this size, go enter Nigeria, load crude oil, sail out without being noticed. And they tell us that nobody know when they come, nobody know when they go. You understand me? Already, the moment any ship just they approach your territorial water, the navy from the control room go down see am. You understand? But to say navy no know when ship come go, nobody know when ship come go, custom no know when ship come go. Abba. But then tell those things to the dust now. How can you be talking to people as if say we be as if say we did daft, as if say we be fool? So when Peter will be saying our government they steal oil, nobody. The man did very right. So this small thing I just show you now. This thing I just show you. Look at the size of this ship. Look at the size of this ship. How can something like this enter our territorial water and nobody notice am with all these gadgets? This one na ship be the ones who go there for navy control room go pass this ones. You dey see am.
So this Balogun Market was raised down by fire. It's like every year. So now the traders or market women are accusing the store owner. I don't know if it's a lady. I think it's a store owner. And they said that these people are are involved in this. Maybe spiritually, I don't know. But they said every year the fire starts in that shop and burns down every other shop close to, you know, this brassers shop. And everyone, the traders are like, they're screaming and shouting that she must leave, that this person must leave. I don't know, but let's read this. Protest rocks Balogun Market as traders comes out in hundreds to protest against a particular fabric merchant. Them say her name na Brassers Fabrics, and every year her shop they burn. And other shop alongside, another shop alongside. Say a lot of the people where their shop burn are back to the village, and government keep giving the woman license to rebuild the shop. Balogun Market people fool my DM like this. How do we settle this? Why is government mute over this matter? Shana until people die, then go put mouth. What if Brassers is a victim? I'm just thinking, what if this person is also a victim? They are just rich, they have more money, and they have stores in other parts of Lagos. Maybe. So I think it's better. Personally, I would like to know more about this fabric merchant before I say anything. But just from the surface, looking at things from the surface, yeah, you might think they have a point, but I cannot say. Let's watch.
You must go! You must go, evil woman! Evil woman! You must go! You must go!
Okay, DSP Bright Edafe posted this recently. It says, avoid keeping your house keys outside when you are not at home. I once investigated a case of a stolen Samsung tab. A workman who was sent to get pipes outside the house saw the keys, opened the door, entered the man's bedroom and stole the tab. Please stop doing it. It happened at my place. I mean, where I stay now, my neighbor, the same thing happened. And it's like you're sharing this thing with it's like you have a roommate, because what this person did is they opened the door right after the owner left the key outside. They usually hide it somewhere, but somehow this guy figured it out. Opened the door, got the spare key. God knows how he found the spare key inside. So he got the spare key, returned the key, locked the door, stole some of the money, and returned the key back to the normal place. Now, you know, the person came back. I mean, we don't suspect anything, right? Because they used the right key. So that's how this guy will come all the time to steal money. Thank God the guy didn't even keep, he goes out with his laptop and everything. But usually leaves money at home. So this guy will come and steal money. The owner will return back. Say, what thing they happen? I put money for here. The door is locked. I opened the door myself. So how did this happen? My family member did not come. What? Until we caught the person. Anyways, that's a long story. But guys, moving on to the next one. Anyways, I stumbled on this video too. Shut up. Stumbled on this video. Tinubu. He said Tinubu tell Nigerians asking for a change of government to shut up. And this video is everywhere. You're like, how can a presidential candidate say this? Let's watch this video and let me know what you think.
If they say they want a change of government, just tell them, we like to be polite, but shut up your mouth.
Okay, this is hilarious, right? Like, look at this interview. This lady was asked a very simple question, but maybe because she really don't want to touch on that question that's got to do with Peter Obi, you know, she pretended like she didn't hear what the interviewer asker or the question from the interviewer. Even the second guy did the same thing. I think they've been instructed not to say anything. I mean, the guy said in few words or in 30 seconds. So they allowed the 30 seconds pass. And they were like, okay. The guy was like, okay. But you guys could say bye-bye, we've heard you, or reply other questions or other statements, but you didn't get that part. Let's watch this video.
In less than 30 seconds. So you may have seen The Economist's, the report that was done describing Peter Obi as possibly the winner of the next elections, and also said that he's been revolutionary. And I wonder if you agree. Don't forget that he was a former running mate in your former party, so this is someone you know as well. Do you agree with that? Dr. Edu, I'm not sure if you got that question.
I beg your pardon. Question, we lost the sound from here, so
oh dear.
You might need to take that again.
Okay, we're closing, but let's see if I can squeeze in that in less than 30 seconds. The Economist described Peter Obi as revolutionary. In fact, said he might be the next president of Nigeria. You know him well within your former party, and I wonder if you agree with that projection. Okay, we might have to take this another time. That's our time on the program, at least for this conversation. We'd like to thank you so much, Dr. Betta Edu, who is the National Women Leader of the ruling All Progressives Congress. Thank you so much for your time. I guess we'll continue this another time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Right, as we wind down now, fair enough. The former vice presidential candidate of your party is now seen as a dark horse in this race, with polls putting him way ahead of even your party and your candidate. The Economist recently boosted his chances, saying he's revolutionary, might even become the next president. So with the benefit of hindsight, let's wind down on this. Do you think maybe your party should have, zoned this to the South, seeing the amount of support is gathering, the momentum from young people and even polls? With the benefit of hindsight, do you think that may have been the right choice to make?
Well, sorry, I can't hear you.
It's okay. My question is on, the chances of a former member of your party, who was a former vice presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. There's been this editorial that came out of The Economist, putting him way ahead, after we've seen polls also putting him ahead. And I wonder, with the benefit of hindsight, do you think your party should maybe have zoned this to the South, such that you could have, reading on the support he's getting now? Oh dear. Looks like the question is not just getting through. Maybe I shall try this one more time.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That is where I'm going to hold it. Like this video and subscribe to see you next time. Peace.